Hello, this is John O'Connor from McKnight. I'm in Denver at the LeadingAge annual convention. Joining us today is Larry Minnix. We appreciate the fact you could join us, Larry.
Thank you, John.
And so let's get started. We're on the eve of a major presidential election, two very different candidates. Could you tell our readers real briefly, from your perspective, what, from a policy standpoint, are the differences between the two candidates?
Sure. We have to look at their policy objectives, not their politics. We see so far with the ACA, the avenue for innovation, stepping back and look at how the Medicare and the Medicaid programs are working and how our members are responsible for people, vulnerable people, the 355 days a year that they're not in the hospital and the 22 hours a day they're not in the doctor's office, the emergency room. And we believe we have a very vital role to play in looking at quality improvement in people's lives as well as cost reduction. So we're encouraging our members and HHS to say, without including long-term services and supports, you're not going to reform healthcare the way it needs to be reformed. The current policies of the ACA, we think, generally are on the right track, and we have supported those because it allows for innovation, and innovation is the only way out. So far, what we've seen out of the Romney-Ryan program is cuts to important programs of our members, especially Medicaid downstream, and Governor Romney himself has said that he would do away with the Department of Housing and Urban Development. While there's not enough money channeled through those low-interest programs, certainly doing away with that department is not in the best interest of low-income housing members.
Very good. And Larry, if you could move forward, accountable care organizations, it's sort of the buzzword du jour right now. From your members' perspective, do you generally see ACOs as being a good thing or a bad thing going forward?
Well, what we like about the accountable care organizations and the whole bundle payment thing is that it makes everyone that's providing health care step back and take a community approach to it as opposed to a silo approach to it. So we're telling our members, get to the table. You'll either be a bundler or a bundlee. Or somebody said you'll either be at the table or on the menu. And the irony is, unless we do our job well, the overall objectives of quality and cost are not going to be met. So we tell them, get in the game.
Very good. And finally, Larry, at our press conference today, you challenged your members to become crucibles of innovation. I think that's the phrase you used. And what do you mean by that?
Well, it's not widely known that the not-for-profit sector tends to be the sector that produces innovative ideas because they're not profitable. And so you have things like greenhouses and neighborhoods and housing with services options, and those things take time. So the not-for-profit is expected to do those things that are not profitable, meet unmet needs, and we've said, you are the crucibles of innovation, and you got to accept that responsibility boldly.
Very good. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, glad to, John.
Thank you.